Every robot you've ever seen has the same embarrassing flaw. It stops, it thinks, then it moves. Stop, think, move. That awkward little pause is the reason robots have stayed stuck in factories and out of your kitchen. 2 days ago, Google deleted the pause. This is Gemini Robotics ER2, DeepMind's most capable embodied reasoning model. And the framing Google itself uses is the whole story. This isn't a robot, it's a brain you install into one. It talks to humans, it understands physical space, it plans a multi-step job, then it hands the actual muscle work down to a lower-level action model. Here's the part that's dangerous in the good way. ER2 can natively call tools, Google search, any function you define. A robot that doesn't know something can just go look it up, mid-task. And wired into Google's Live API, over a two-way streaming connection built for low latency, it plans the next step while it's still executing the current one. No stop and think pause, that's the unlock. Now the part nobody talks about. The hardest question in robotics isn't how do I do this? It's am I done? Think about pouring coffee. There's exactly one frame where you have to stop. Miss it by a second and you've got a mess. Google calls this moment finding. ER2 hits it 91.3% of the time, landing within about 1 second of the true moment. It also watches continuous video of its own work and scores its progress in real time, in 5 bands from 0 to 100%. So when something goes wrong, it doesn't restart the entire workflow. It retries one step. And it does this 4 times faster, at a fraction of the compute of much bigger models. Because in the physical world, a smart answer that arrives late is a wrong answer. Google proved it with Spot, the Boston Dynamics robot dog. ER2 orchestrates Spot's own navigation and manipulator APIs. And the demo is beautifully mundane. You ask it for a snack, it goes and gets you popcorn. Mundane is the point. That's a conversational command turning into navigation, grasping, and delivery, with no handwritten script in between. The code is on GitHub right now. But this is the one that made me sit up. Multi-robot collaboration. No single robot is good at everything. A wheeled arm owns a flat warehouse floor. A humanoid handles stairs and rough terrain. So ER2 lets different machines share one understanding of the world and hand tasks off to each other. Aptronic's Apollo 2 working alongside a Franka FR3 duo. Not one robot doing more. A team doing what none of them could alone. And before you write the dystopia comment, Google is calling this their safest robotics model yet. In testing, when a person walks near a humanoid, it halts, on its own, and it only picks the work back up once the space is clear. They've also published a new benchmark for whether a model can act as a safe orchestrator, enforcing physical limits, watching the environment, judging what's actually possible, and knowing when to stop and ask a human. A robot that asks for help is a robot I trust more. Here's why this matters more than another benchmark chart. Every leap so far made robots better at moving. This one makes them better at judging, knowing when they are finished, when they've failed, and when to tap the robot next to them on the shoulder. And it's not a research teaser. It's live. Gemini API, Google AI Studio, and private preview on the Gemini Enterprise Agent platform. So, the robot that fetches your popcorn, genuinely useful or the most expensive snack in history? Tell me in the comments. Link to Google's full post is below. Subscribe, this space is moving weekly now.